Now, a lot of people ask me this, Michael, how did you manage your team? Or we work with hundreds of home health agencies now, and we actually help managing their marketing team as well. And a lot of people ask us, Michael, how is it possible that your team can help manage hundreds of other agencies or hundreds of other marketers? And also, how have you done it with your team as well? Now, we can do it for you, but we can also show you how we use things and what we've used in our companies. So you need what we call a CRM, okay? That's a customer relationship management system or software. A lot of people used to use just Excel sheets to be able to do that. But for me wise, there's several companies that you guys can use out there. The most expensive one that's actually detailed just for home health is Playmaker CRM. Great product. I've seen how it's used before in the past. A little expensive, but valuable. But there's other CRMs out there. You've probably heard Salesforce before. HubSpot's another one. But there's other CRMs out there that is cheap, but can be customized to you and your type of business. Another thing is that way we manage our team is in-field observation. Okay? So I want to talk to you guys about our consulting. What we do in regards to our in-field observation is that we literally go out in the field with marketers and see how they actually interact with potential referral sources. I want to see how they interact with the first time, the cold walk-ins, and see how they are able to generate that. If they are, if they actually have, the guts to be able to go in there and talk to people. You want to be able to know that your marketers are not wasting your money. You want to be able to know that what you're giving your marketers, your liaisons, the products that you're spending, that you're having a return on investment. Okay? You want that. You want to see where your money's coming and going. And you want to be able to see if they are actually effective out there. And that's where we practice, drill, rehearse indoors before they start going out there, because we can generate that buzz. We can warm them up to be ready to confront anything that's put in front of them. So in-field observations is very important. We want to be able to see how they interact. And then at the same time they need to report to us on a daily basis. I've literally seen it where companies don't even know what their marketers are doing. That companies don't even know how many people that marketer met that week, that day, that month, and even that year. And if you don't know these informations, if they're not reporting to you, then you don't know where your money's going to. You want to be able to know how to literally manage a team. Now let me give you guys a secret of what I do, and one of my biggest things that I do with a lot of my marketers. All my marketers that work for my companies have GPS transponders in their cars. What that literally means is that we can literally pinpoint where that marketer is at that one given point. And we can literally track the way that they're actually functioning. That we can literally find out how many miles they drove around today. Who were they visiting? How fast were they driving? Were they idling for a long period of time in just one area? That matters because you want to be able to manage them, okay? You don't want your marketers running amok out there personally. So by being able to get them in that system, for them to know that you're watching them, but that doesn't mean you're going to spend your whole time just in front of that screen seeing where they are at. No. Because let me tell you a quick story of what happened to me a long time ago. When I finally got asked to start helping out with the marketing, I literally was looking for my marketer, and I gave them a call, and I said, hi, just want to give you a call. What's going on? What's your day, what's your day looking like? And what this person said was this. Oh, I'm great. I'm actually about to walk into a doctor's office right now. And I asked him, I said, really? You're about to see a doctor right now? What's the name of the doctor? He gave me the name of the doctor. I said, that's great. So you're about to walk in there right now? Like right now? And he said, yeah. And in my head, I was just shaking my head because I was on my way to order myself a Frappuccino at Starbucks. Well, 3 clients ahead of me in the line was the marketer. And he's telling me he's about to walk into a doctor right there and then. So what I literally told him was that, all right, but before you walk in, can you order me a Frappuccino? And he figured out right away what happened, because he turned around and he saw me and he turned pink. So you want to be able to learn how to manage your marketers. They need to know that you're monitoring them. They need to have the freedom to be able to do things, but at the same time they need to be monitored. You don't want to waste 3 months later, $20,000, and then all of a sudden you have to let them go. Or I've even seen it where marketers have been in a company for more than 2 years and they've only produced less than 20 patients. But they say that they got the word out about the company. What we call them, spaghetti marketing. They just walk in there, hand in brochures. They let the objections get to them, and they don't know how to get past with them. And those are what we call amateur marketers. I need you guys to become professionals. And that is what this is for. That is what this training is for. Literally, look. If your marketer pays someone in the side, you still committed fraud. So why did I say that? Because you're going to teach your marketers and you're going to train them and you're going to talk to them about the anti-kickback laws, the Starks laws. But you need to be able to make sure you have policies that are set in place, that they actually sign a piece of paper that they are aware, they've been trained about the Starks law and the anti-kickback laws, so that it clears your company from any wrongdoing. Because there's a lot of shady marketers out there. And you probably heard from the news and from the internet on how some agencies are paying per patients, are paying for referrals, and a lot of agencies are using this as an excuse why they are not getting their patients. No, there are a lot of great doctors out there. There are a lot of good referral sources who want just the care for their patients. But these rules need to be in place, because this is how I manage my team now. Because I want to be able to make sure that the marketer knows. Because look, if you pay them money and they use that money to, they got extra bonuses, or they got, really good pays, and they use that money to pay somebody to refer patients to them to keep on making them look good, that's still a problem that your company created. So you want to create the policies and procedures to be able to avoid those problems. Other things I want you to do is I want you to be able to avoid independent marketers. These are the marketers that say that they have over 100-something patients, and what they can do is they can come in and start working for you and bring those patients in to start working and start being taken care of by your company. These are shady practices, and you shouldn't have those. You also have independent marketers that will say that they have their own company, that you should just pay their company and not pay them a check. You want to avoid those people. Avoid independent marketers. Okay? You want to also make sure you avoid, and once again, avoid part-time marketers. A part-time marketer is always going to be just a part-time position. You want a marketer that is committed to your company. And so that's what we do, is we help hire and we help train. If you don't know how to hire a marketer, we can work with you and be able to find you a great marketer, help you with the interview process, help you to be able to qualify them. Because the first thing you want to do is you want to hire a marketer that's going to be able to function, that's going to be able to do, that's going to be able to follow the instructions that you're going to be giving them on how you want them to market your company. You must have a whistleblower policy. This goes in part with your anti-kickback and your Starks law. You must have marketers sign a policy regarding payments and legal marketing practice, right? And one thing is, when I manage my team by making sure we provide training. We practice, we drill, rehearse. We make sure that each new hire watches our 3-day marketing seminar. Pretty much the videos that we have in this training system, and we make sure that they divide it in a whole week's time. Because sometimes if you watch these videos straight, it's not going to be absorbed easily, just as if you actually split them up and repeat them. You want to practice, drill, and rehearse every day. You want to give them scenarios for them to be able to instantly say something and a response automatically and improve upon there. You want guys that's going to be gung-ho, that's going to be wanting the success for themselves and for your company. You want to be able to hire and train a marketing team who's going to be able to understand that it's going to take money, it's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of effort to be able to market a company. So money, it's going to be costly. So they shouldn't waste your money. They shouldn't be giving too many pens. They shouldn't be giving too many giveaways. They need to be able to manage that process. You want to be able to hire a team that's great. And that's what we do. We literally train people on everything that they should learn on how to be able to market and have a great company. If I'm paying you, if I'm paying someone, right? If I'm paying them, look, I want to know literally where and what they are doing. Okay? We need to do that. We need to know what they're doing. All right? It's your money. Okay? And if you're going to be a marketer, all right, you want accountability. You want to prove yourself to keep your job. Okay? So your owner should be watching you. The administrator should be watching you. They're in charge of the company. They're in charge of the success of the company. They have to monitor you. Marketers that say that they don't want to be monitored are the shady marketers, because that means they have something to hide. If you are truly great at what you do, if you really believe and truly believe that you can produce what you want to produce, that you can bring success, then who cares who's watching you? I would rather have somebody watch me because they can see how successful I am. That's more important to me, to prove to them, hey, I know you're watching me, but who cares? I'm going to become successful, no matter what. Let's talk about the genesis of things.